So, well, he seems to have the stage, so he's actually, all right. No, I wish we had a guy in a suit, but, okay, anyway, so thank you so much, everybody, for coming to Cliffside University Info Session. I'm excited to tell you about what we offer. I can see a lot of prospective students in the audience, so.
What's Cliffside University?
Well, I'll tell you. Cliffside University is a place where you can make your dreams come true. We have any major you could ever imagine. We have minors, we have athletics. Our facilities are the best in the world.
Do you have a rock climbing wall?
Yes, it reaches high to the sky. What else? Next question.
What about pizza parties?
Pizza parties every night, delivered to your dorm.
Beer,
next question.
beer? Is there beer on campus?
Beer, we'll deliver it to you. In fact, we'll hand deliver the keg. It doesn't matter, it's fine, to your dorm.
Can I major in anything I want?
Yes, you have to. Well, in fact, that's the thing. You can major in whatever you want because at Cliffside University, we want to make your dreams come true. Any other questions? Oh, hold on 1 second. My phone's actually vibrating. Sorry, 1 second. Hello? Oh, hey, honey. Yeah, doing an info session right now. What's up? Yep. Well, you have to put the laundry, no. The dryer has to be on permanent press. No, don't use fabric softener like last time, you get a terrible allergic reaction. Okay, what? Well, actually, I sent you that check for $200 last week. You spent it already? Okay, well, I thought paying tuition was enough. There are more fees? Okay, well, I get paid next week and your father gets paid the week after that. I can send you a check in the mail, maybe, but you have to wait to cash it. Okay, all right, you just gotta be more careful. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We'll make it work somehow. Sorry about that. You know, I have to tell you something. My job at Cliffside is great. I get salary, benefits, anything you can imagine, but I have to tell you off the record, it's just not enough. I have a kid in college, and my daughter's in high school, and she's going to be in college next year, and really, you know, my husband and I are both struggling to kind of pay for my son already, and he's already talking about grad school, and I can barely afford now my job. I'm thinking about getting a part-time job. But it's okay, you know, we'll figure out a way to make it work. It's just so different from when I graduated, because when I graduated, I had barely any student loan debt. I got a job almost right away, and, you know, I've been working since, and so I didn't expect these costs to come up, but, you know, it's fine. I guess I'll just figure out how to make it work somehow.
Our children are struggling to make the basic tuition payments. They're coming home in their second year because there isn't enough. The federal government has made some grants available, but it hasn't been enough to meet the rising costs of public education and private college education. Families don't make $50,000 a year, so how can they afford to pay $50,000 a year to go to college? Even $27,000 a year. It's too much because so many families are borrowing to the teeth. They're pulling it out of their homes. They're working 2 and 3 jobs. It shouldn't be cost prohibitive to participate in the middle class by way of college.
Have you seen the person from Cliffside University? Have you? Huh. I'm looking for this person who is representing Cliffside University. I met them at a college fair, and she told me all about the college. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm really excited about college. I don't really know what to expect, but I've heard it's supposed to be these great years in your life. But this woman made it seem like it was going to be the best experience I would ever have. Like, all kinds of majors, like I could study anything I wanted. And I guess that's what I really want, is to be able to explore the world and see what's out there for me. What'll I do afterwards? I don't know. I mean, I'll probably get an internship. That's what people do to get jobs sometimes. So that'll probably work.
I'm actually a student at Cliffside.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the chances?
I have learned a lot. School's great. Thank you. But financially, it's a hard struggle. I mean, I have a part-time job and that pays for textbooks, but the financial aid office gives me notifications just giving me a glimpse of what debt I'll be when I graduate. So it's like a horror movie. And you know when someone's knocking on the door and you know something bad is going to happen? That's what it's like. I mean, the real reason why I plug in is so I don't have to deal with the debt. I mean, the increase in tuition and fees and the declining job market, it's scary. And I just keep my head down, stay focused, and realize at the end of the day, I have to do it by myself. No one else is going to help me, because if I don't, I'll be screwed.
The bigger issue is that our colleges and universities are raking students over the coals. In fact, throughout the country, there's been almost a 400% increase in tuition. What are the students getting that's 400% better than it was in 1990?
Whether you're in kindergarten or Camp 177, budget cuts are coming to a classroom near you. It's particularly painful at the state university level. Since the recession started in 2008, some 43 states have either made cuts to higher ed or they've raised tuition to make up for a lack of funding.
Hi, what can I get for you? Oh, I shouldn't say it like that. What can I get for you today? What can I get for you today? You know, a year ago, I was in the classroom. I was in college, I was having a great time, I was learning all kinds of stuff, and I loved it. And then I graduated. And now I work as a barista, 40 hours a week, getting paid $8.30 an hour. And let me tell you, at the end of the week, it's not enough to pay rent. So how would it be enough to pay my $200 student loan? It's not. And now in my free time, the little that I have, I go to the library on the 13th floor and read about film history because that's what I studied in college, that's what interests me. And I just think about the generations before me that have had to do this, work a shitty job during the day to make it work, and then they have this little amount of time where they can do whatever they want. But you still have to go and you still have to work just to survive. And, oh, sorry, would you like cream in your coffee? I don't know. I see these students in the cafe, you know, they're sipping on their chai teas and they have their laptops and their library books, and I look at them and I'm like, that was me. Now I'm on the other side of the counter. Would you sign this receipt for me, please? Thank you. Have a nice day.
Students graduating in 2008, 2009, and 2010 are facing the worst job markets in a generation at least. And so you have people who have more debt than we've ever seen before and are having a harder time finding any job, let alone a job that pays them enough to somehow pay off all this debt. Your housing debt, your car debt, your credit card debt, if you go bankrupt, it gets wiped away. You literally cannot get out of your student debt. If you decide you can't pay it, too bad. Student loan debt's special, and it's especially sticky and hard to get rid of.
I graduate next year, and the financial weight I've been carrying with me is getting heavier. I've been applying to jobs with, of course, no luck, and every job rejection is scarier than the last. I have these interviews, and they tell me I'm a great candidate, but then the email comes. We're just not trying to fill the position right now. And the best part is that they wish me luck. But do they? It's a job war out there. It's every recent grad for themselves. I plug in so I can tune out. I need a way to deal with everything, and this is how I do it. I'm escaping from the looming problems like the student debt by drowning them out with headphones.
Maybe the way to deal with this is to confront it together, because we're all dealing with this problem. We need to have a place to talk about it.
The danger here is that instead of capitalism, we end up with serfdom because these students are kind of indebted for life, for life, for life.
We can't call this a public university because half the money is ours. If it is us who's paying for 62% of this university, then let's take it back.
Let's stop being academic zombies and let's demand loan forgiveness and more fees or tuition increases. No more, sorry.
Let's ask for more need-based aid and financial aid in general. Let's not stand for the crippling injustices of our family's hard-earned money being used for flashy renovations instead of our educational experience.
Let's
Let's
rise
up and take back what is ours.
It's time for a change and for us to show them how hungry we are for a fair and affordable public education without incurring the university's costs and a lifetime of student debt.
One more. The Vicariate Professoriate, I'm an adjunct here, contingent labor at UMass. And as Malcolm once warned, the chickens have come home to roost. We thought this all was going to lead to upward mobility, the big glory, glory American dream, hoping we'd somehow find ourselves at least a few rungs above, not below, but above. Maybe not the top, but better than all the losers, burnouts, C- failures. All the indebted undergrads, grads, and unemployed PhDs. The parchment promise is now deceptive advertising, a product sold by predatory lending. The business of higher education is a weak link in the machine, a place where young adults, we've just seen, bright, idealistic, sharp, articulate, windows wide open to their fullest potential, are still stuck in a marketplace mentality that we all reproduce. Enforcing the disciplinary regime of dog-eat-dog, survival of the fittest, rule among nations, and social relations. What's so radical about Barbara Mataloni and the defiant actions of her students, and why the authorities took such quick steps to discipline and punish, why they're so fearful is they can't let such disobedience set a precedent. A lesson must be taught to all faculty and students in the School of Ed and beyond to keep our mouths shut or else. So how do we contradict, interrupt the machine right in the classroom, the curriculum, every day to join with our students as allies rather than testers? We do the critical analysis so well, but the question of alternatives, of what another system would look like, and the means to get there, strategies, practices, power structure analysis, who to hold accountable, and how to leverage the power networks we make up but can hardly see. What do these lessons look like in the classroom, in the curriculum every day? What tools of grassroots resistance and solidarity building do we teach, model, and practice? How do we all become Barbara Mataloni? Several terms ago, Sarah the barista, in a class I taught, did an illustration on facing generation debt. It pictured a student leaving the Ivy Gates to face the cliff of a precipitous economy. We academics, grad students, collude in leading the sheep to slaughter. Horse blinders on, full speed ahead, we know the drill, we fulfill our marching orders, publish or perish to save one's ass, full speed ahead, conference here, publication there, academic jargon in our underwear. The bottom line is the bottom line. They, the students, pay our salaries, their indebtedness is what we live on. 62% of the current UMass budget comes from student tuition and fees. Can we really call it a public university anymore? Huge numbers of college graduates saddled with enormous debt, working low-wage jobs without benefits, facing a future of indentured servitude. Varied online campaigns have attempted to generate awareness of the student debt crisis, but none have strategically targeted the academic institutions themselves we inhabit, we occupy, directly as market-oriented, tax-exempt corporations that should be held accountable for the massive indebtedness they are reliant upon to keep their businesses running. While their endowments have generously rebounded through Wall Street cutthroat profiteering, they remain under the radar. And we're talking here also about our 5 college cohorts, Amherst, Smith, Mount